Hi everyone, I'm Cecily. Welcome to my channel. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the passionate sign of Aquarius. Hi Aquarius. You have three major arcana so far in this reading. Very powerful at the beginning of the month. Okay, so let's talk about each one individually. So the first card that you have up at the beginning of the month is Judgment, okay? And Judgment is one of those cards where it's basically saying that things are almost coming to an end and it's time for you to make a really important decision in terms of love. Judgment is one of those cards. Now, if you look at the actual depiction, it's Judgment Day. It's the angels coming to call, and everybody has to get out of their grave and sort of answer for all the things that they've done. So romantically, that's what Judgment is going to ask you to do. It's going to ask you to evaluate and assess what's going on in your romantic life and decide which path you want to go down. Because for whatever reason, the relationship has previously had some bumps in the road or has kind of come to a halt, and now you're at the decision of whether you want to end it or not. Now, connected to this card, this is the card that represents the past in your reading. Now this is the Eight of Cups. It originally came out in the reverse position, and I will, show it to you in the upright position just so you can see it. But the Eight of Cups in the upright position talks about walking away from a relationship that means a lot to you. The original depiction is a woman on the beach walking away from her cups, and she has 8 cups lined up. This is more about you not being able to walk away, even though there might be a couple of times where you've genuinely wanted to. You still are at a place where you feel like the relationship has a little bit of room to grow. It's like when your partner is at a point where they're almost ready to commit, or they're almost ready to grow into that same space that you're in, but they just ask for more time, or they're in a space where they're doing better than what they were originally, but it's still not the type of relationship that you consider credible or something that you want to do every day in your life. There may be a touch of frustration, or Judgment is usually the card that you get when someone doesn't want to commit, and now it's down to the last second for them to really make up their mind, and there's usually some sort of ultimatum. Now, this is the Lover's card. This is the Crossing card. You receive this in reverse as well. The Lovers isn't that bad in reverse. The Eight of Cups, depending on whether you want to leave the relationship or not, is actually a good thing in reverse. For a lot of people, the Eight of Cups is a scary card because it makes you feel like you're leaving behind a relationship that you were truly in love with someone in, and the relationship isn't working. Now, the Lover's card is a little bit different because what it says is this person is in love with you, but the love, for whatever reason, is toxic. Maybe they're not treating you right, they're not mature enough, they're in a different relationship, but there's something there that's causing the relationship to it's going off the tracks for whatever reason, and it makes it really difficult for you to keep putting yourself out there. And Aquarius, when you put yourself out there, you do it in a very subtle way, and you're very sure about it when you actually do it. You're either extremely grandiose, which is very rare, or you're very quiet about it, and it's in a very logical and responsible way that you want to tell someone that you love them. And it's not because you don't feel anything, but it's because there's a part of you that feels like you love everyone. Like, Aquarius is about the whole, it's about all, it's about how we all connect to each other throughout the world. So there's something about Aquarius that can be very detached and doesn't quite know how to express itself. But for you, you're in a place where you don't know how to express your decision, and you're going back and forth on this decision. This Eight of Cups says you don't want to leave, which is the past, and your future card is the Six of Swords, which says I am going to leave because it's just too discombobulated and I can't quite see myself continuing on in this direction. So you will actually be leaving this person, but for right now, you're kind of in the middle of making that decision, and because you feel like the relationship is toxic, you've kind of decided to take a couple of steps back, and you've decided to kind of gather yourself and turn yourself into that ultimate woman or man for this person to realize not only what they've lost, but also the fact that, maybe you were just better than them in the first place. But it really is about you finding yourself and finding your own, especially financially. It's about you climbing that ladder. It's about responsibility. It's about taking charge of what your actual needs are, so that next time when you're in a relationship, you feel taken care of and you have boundaries that this person will actually respect. Because the problem is with this the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is connected to this card, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands also came out in reverse as well. So the Page of Wands is actually representing your partner, and it's usually a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but it's definitely one of those cards that's saying this person is important in your life, but they haven't decided to step up and take their natural place, which is where you feel like they belong. So instead, you've decided to focus on yourself. Now, towards the middle of the month, you're going to go through some heartbreak over that decision to take care of yourself. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be one of those choices where you feel like it's the best decision you've ever made right off the bat. It's going to take time for you to get to that place where you really understand, okay, I really did make that judgment. Judgment is a serious card. It's asking you, hey, when you sat down and thought about the things that you needed, did this person fulfill that? Did this person open themselves to you? Did they share themselves with you? Did they give everything that you had to give? Because this Eight of Cups is saying that they didn't. It's saying that they gave whatever they could give, but for whatever reason, for you, 8 cups was not enough. You needed the whole 10. So that's something that's really important. And also with this Chariot card that came out in reverse, the Chariot usually denotes some type of drama. And with it being right next to this, you might have a Leo in your life, specifically somebody who is on the more self-absorbed side. And don't think I'm saying that all Leos are self-absorbed. I'm not. But you might have somebody that is connecting this Page of Wands and this Chariot, and usually there's a certain amount of drama that comes with the Chariot in reverse. And it also says that the drama is this person being willing to back away from you as well. This person is also willing to leave. This person is also willing to let go. So I'm going to take a second and pull out 2 outcome cards and see what comes out for you. Okay. So, Aquarius, the first card that you received is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups lets me know that there's a part of you that's afraid that this relationship is just a fantasy. It's not something that's actually fully functional or tangible. And you're kind of in a place where you're ready to focus and ground yourself more into reality, which is why the Six of Swords is saying, I need to move to greener pastures. I need to try something new for myself. I need to find out where I actually belong in the real world. which leads you to the outcome card, which is this Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a major decision. It's you finally having to make up your mind. So as of December 29th through the 31st, you're going to be in a place where you know the answer and you're finally ready to make that decision. And not only that, but you're going to communicate it to your partner. There will definitely be communication. If you guys aren't speaking right now, there'll be communication mid-month, which will lead you to make the decision to leave towards the end of the month. So Aquarius, I know that was a difficult reading, but it really does look like it's coming from you and not just coming from them. So it's not a complete heartbreak or a complete loss. There will be love towards the beginning of the month that you guys kind of feel like you're in a good place, because even though the Lovers is in reverse, it's still the Lovers card, but you have to watch out for that toxicity. You have to kind of keep that at a minimum and allow yourself to see through it, and that will get you to this Ace of Swords card. So thank you guys so much for all your likes, your comments, subscribes, and watching my videos. I mean, it really is, you know, one of the biggest things that I have in my life, a way that I can contribute and give and really feel like part of society in a sense. So thank you guys. I really do genuinely appreciate it. And, you know, try not to be too hard on yourself this month. If you need to be hard on your partner, you know, that's fine. But do it in your detachment, not in your criticism.